I used to live in a house with a guy named Rob, but we called this motherfucker 2 Gram Rob. We called him that because every time you talked to him or he told you his life story, he always had to randomly, for no reason, tell you that he used to shoot up 2 grams of dope on the regular back in the day. We're in a sober living house. He's not technically my roommate. He's upstairs. I'm downstairs. When you look at this guy, you can tell that me and this guy had nothing in common. We had no reason to even be roommates together. So 2 Gram Rob didn't like me from the get-go. I don't know if it was my skin color. I don't know if it was because I didn't give a fuck about his Confederate flag shit. Because I'm from the South too. So I guess he's mad and didn't defend me like he wanted to. He threw shit in your face all the time. He was a fucking liar. And he always talked about how back in the day, his mom and daddy used to know Pablo Escobar. Or his grandparents. He didn't say retarded ass shit like that. It just further showed you how fucked up his head was from the dope. 2 Gram Rob also was one of the main reasons that I wanted to kill this motherfucker because he tried to accuse me of doing fentanyl while I was still in sober living. And you think that, somebody saying something like that wouldn't mean shit without proof, but they tried to fucking drug test me and they ended up fucking me and kicking me out of the house. When I had proof, I went to the hospital and had the fucking papers. You see these papers? I had the fucking proof that I did nothing wrong. And this dude still got me kicked the fuck out. Old buddy lived on Red Bulls and Marlboro Reds, and he swore up and down that he had an aura about him that made people gravitate toward him. And I laughed because I'm like, bro, the reason people are gravitating or staring at you because you're walking around doing this shit right here. It's not because you got some kind of special aura. And it was to the point where he said even when he went to his job, because he walked to work, he'd get to his job. When he walked to work, most days security would follow him and stop him because he looked so fucking crazy walking to work. They thought he was trying to rob the place or something. And he told me the reason they stopped him because his aura was just so big, it gravitated people towards him. That's the drugs, y'all. That shows you where this shit will get you. So not only did he try to get me kicked out, and not only was he a fucking shitty roommate, he was a fucking geeker to the extreme. And this is while he's sober. So 2 Gram Rob was like this while we're getting drug tested in rehab. He was supposedly sober. He was still walking around like this every fucking day. One day he tried to convince me that white people invented rap. And then one day he also tried to sit me down and explain to me about conspiracy theories, why he doesn't use debit cards, why he won't own a cell phone, that the government's trying to track him and all this shit. It wasn't as bad as Meth Jordan, but he wasn't like paranoid like that. Like he didn't hear things. He just didn't trust the government. He wouldn't even take an Uber. He walked everywhere he went, wouldn't take public transportation. And it's crazy because this is last year, December 2023. And I remember him telling me back then that in 6 months, there'll be no groceries in grocery stores. Obviously, it's been over a year later and he's fucking wrong, but that shows you he lives in his head like most drug addicts. I don't miss this motherfucker at all. And it's crazy because how life works. Sometimes life's ironic. After he got me kicked out and fucked over like he did, you fast forward, that was back in December. By April, I'm in Lexington. And the next thing I know, I get a phone call from a restricted number that I don't know. But I answered it anyway, thinking it was a job or something. And when I answered it, it was fucking 2 Gram Rob telling me that the same place he got me kicked out of, they just kicked his ass out of. And he was wondering when they kicked me out like that, where did I go spend the night? Because he had nowhere to go. The petty side of me wanted to hang up on his ass because I'm like, bro, look how you fucking did me. And I had papers. And they still kicked me out, took your word over my proof. But the other side of me was like, you know what? I'm going to give this dude the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give him some grace. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. So I told him exactly where I stayed at. It was a place called Bomb Paul and Sharky's Hostel on Haywood Road, Nashville. I stayed there plenty of nights when they kicked me out and had nowhere to go, debating my fucking life. And I remember it was so bad at one point, I spent Christmas 2023 by myself in a bunk bed in that room with strangers. Here's the picture of the house right here. But yeah, I directed him to the same place that I went and showed him the love that nobody showed me. I don't know where this dude's at. I don't hold a grudge really, but I still get mad thinking about it. I don't know if that's a grudge or not. But I ain't got no hard feelings. Life goes on. That's what drugs will get you. Thank you for watching my story. Make money, dodge drama, live life. See you soon.